Hey Joel, I have a question for you. I heard a rumor that there are no snakes in New Zealand. Is that true? I'm very curious. And that it's highly illegal to import snakes or keep snakes.
If that's true, it's a tragedy.
We also might be a bit quiet, so let me know and I can turn it up a little if we are.
Barbus.
Just hang tight as we get situated here.
Ooh, that got warm.
We have sea snakes.
Wow. That doesn't even
That's
count.
Yeah, that doesn't even count.
Gosh dang. That's
Basically
wild, man.
eels.
Yeah, essentially. Even though they are, I mean, I know what they are, but. YouTube. How rude.
Tad on the quiet side. Yeah, it's still got the settings from the other stream on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So I will crank it up a little bit more.
Crank it.
I love this aquarium.
I really like roseline sharks.
And it's not very often you see white clouds in a tropical
Oh,
situation.
look at that. I don't even pay attention to them because I just like the roselines and the mascara. Are those actually mascara barbs?
I think they're the other ones.
Oh, filament barbs.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Filamentosis.
Yes. Dawkinsia.
Doc.
Filamentosis.
1.21 gigawatts. All right. Hello, everyone. We are here.
Up?
Whoa.
What's up? Whoa, what?
So what's the news this week there, Chief?
What's the 411?
President?
Ooh, I like it. I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot this week. I'm going to be honest. There has not been a lot of effort made and other stuff going on. But now it's just kind of in that point where things are growing algae. We have new tank syndrome in a few tanks. I'm kind of waiting that out. I need to do duckweed abatement, which is the worst. Nothing angers me more, but it needs to be done regardless. And although I think I decided to toss, we have some shabunkins that we got for duckweed abatement, and I threw them all in one tank because I was sick of, they were getting huge, and I was sick of them all being annoying in the tanks they were in. So I just threw them all in one tank that had sickening amounts of duckweed, and it is all gone. Every drop of that duckweed.
In one day,
Poof.
basically.
Poof. Gone. These
I was
fish
almost going to move him to another tank today.
He was like, whoa, it's all the duckweed's gone. I was like, there we have it, my friends. Goldfish. Goldfish is the answer to duckweed. Not duckweed on your walls. They won't help that. But they will help the duckweed in the tank for sure.
Davo says 100 shorts this week. Someone's addicted to shorts.
Yeah, I've been like on turbo mode with shorts.
They've been doing very well.
Yeah, I'm not
Something
mad.
like 30,000 views the last couple days, which is pretty dang good for this channel.
I was going to say, for us, it is doing pretty good. Obviously, I see, I'm constantly seeing the shorts that have like 500,000 views, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. What, you don't like my fish and reptiles that much? Fine. Fine.
The internet does.
Yeah. People, I mean, and the thing is that, like, we were talking about this earlier, it's hard to do fish after doing the reptile shorts, because reptiles are just so much more personable in most cases. Not in all, but in most. They're just so funny. Really, really funny. Ours are really funny. I got one staring me down right now. Daggers. Not a happy camper.
I have a question for you, says David. Could I put the cave my pistos laid on and raise them myself? Yes. You can absolutely remove the eggs, the cave, the whole thing, and raise them yourself if you wish. That's what a lot of people do, actually.
It's nice that you have something removable that you can do that with, because sometimes it's a little harder if they lay it on something not so easily moved and you want to do that. Man, I don't know if it was fun is the right word, but trying to remove fry from community tanks that my fish, like my Acaras, were guarding, they would try and kill me. It was crazy. They get so mad.
Particularly like when the gal bumped the intrusive dude off the rocks.
They've been a pair for many years, and they normally don't have beef. They get along really well, but this one day, I put him up there. It was my fault. I just sat him up there with her and didn't think anything of it, and she was like, get the hell off here. I don't want anybody in my space.
Dennis, we did not go to Findig, but I hope to be there next year for sure.
Findig, to me, it sounded great this year. They had a lot
It
of
looked great too.
Yeah.
Barbara sent us some photos.
Yes, a lot of really cool species of fish, really rare fish. Like the rare fish auction had rare fish. When does that ever happen? I was proud of Sacramento for that. Sacramento. There, just get it out now. I was, though, because I think the Findig prior didn't have such a strong turnout at the rare fish auction. So I'm glad for everybody who got to participate and get some cool stuff.
There are no show plans in our future this year.
No. Nope. There's not a whole lot of shows that I personally have a lot of interest in. And it is, we've talked about this many times, to each his own. I have no problem. Everybody's got different tastes and different things that they have fun doing. I do not like big crowds of people. I get very frustrated, so I try and keep myself out of that for as much as possible.
David, that's what we're here for. Says, thanks for the quick answer, you guys. We don't get a lot of fish questions, but when we do, I move them to the front.
So thank you, David.
Move them to the front.
Thank you for actually asking us about the genre that we're in.
I've never kept butt crack and desert frogs.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of such a thing. Oh, what is this?
Hi. Oh, look
Get
at that.
this idiot
Stop.
off the screen.
Here we go.
Clearly, I put the wrong video in for the background.
I like this one. Like, they don't see your face right now anyways. Hello. If you can only pick 2 rainbows, what ones would you pick and why? You first. I can do it
pick
too.
2 rainbows. It's definitely going to be the Rhatinocentris.
Don't pick mine.
Any of those. And then,
Mine are so easy.
You pick one.
Parkinsoni.
I knew you were going to say that.
Thank you. I love Parkinsoni.
So, I guess I'm not allowed to pick Parkinsoni, so I would probably go
you can if you want.
with just Herbert Axelrodi.
That's a good one.
I think a lot of people want these new rare strains that have been coming to the hobby lately, but I think a Riello Rainbow is still one of the best looking rainbows out there.
I agree with that. And my other one, Pracox. I love Pracox rainbows.
Curtis with the $1 super chat. Mr.
Thanks,
Reliable.
bud. Yeah, really.
The most reliable super chatter.
For sure, Curtis.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. I have a question for me. One of my Speni is showing faint vertical barring. Oh, it's about 2 years old. Any thoughts? It could be is there any way he could be stressed or showing off or anything? Because they do stress bar. That is something that GFAgans do. They can get stress barring. If it seems to be permanent and if it's on the scales, I guess, like if it's by individual scale. I'm trying to think of something that there's not much that a Speni would be confused with just given patterning, color, and size unless it was very small. So I'd be curious to know if you think it could be possibly getting stressed out at all. But that's interesting. I'll have to think about that one for a minute.
Ooh, I can't wait for Christmas.
Christmas? Who said Christmas?
Joel with his member.
Oh. Yes, Santa. He loves Christmas.
It is the best holiday. Gregory says, I have news. I lost a cardinal and an ember. 5 3-year-old cardinals will be departing the world soon. This means I can finally start imagining future schools of Tetra.
You've been waiting for this moment, eh, Greg? I mean, it's terrible to lose
Die
anything.
already.
It's terrible to lose anything, but I know that, like, you know, that does. You can now start putting the creativity towards things. Oh, there's that sound that I love so much.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts? Do you have anything at the front of your brain that kind of takes, you know, precedence over other types of Tetra? What kind? Christmas is near-ish. God, it's not even June yet. Is it near?
It'll be Christmas before you know it.
Christmas magic. I just like the movies that come at Christmas time. I'll take that. There's great watching of TV that time of year.
Susie, hello.
Hi. Hi. God, crickets and baby birds. There's so loud in here.
Steven says I would still pick a quality Bosemani.
I agree with that. That's a beautiful. How could you not love a Bosemani? They're gorgeous fish.
A lot of people don't. I don't think Zen likes them.
Oh, the foreheads. Is that it?
Zen hates rainbows.
I like that. See, I'm a Nucle Hump
Unless they're
fan.
injected with dye, Zenny doesn't want them.
Lampi Congo forever. I would have to agree with that. I will never not have those. How, you know, assholey does that sound? I will never not have those Tetra again in my life. They're amazing.
Mountaintop says, so we need those AB I found again. They may be a new species.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I just know that they were, the ones that we had here that we then sent to you, they looked like 2 different species.
Barbara says retail worked Christmas music. Not me.
What?
I spent many years working retail during Christmas.
He's still going strong.
And I'll still listen to Christmas music. Sometimes I'll turn it on during the year, too.
Here, let's be extra annoying. I worked retail one time, and I worked at Nordstrom.
Where? Oh.
There it is.
Sacramento?
In Sacramento. Arden Fair Mall. And
Take
I
your
worked
shots,
worked during the Christmas holiday, and I have never been more disillusioned with humanity in my free life. And soundtracks. I just could have lost my damn mind. Like... It was ridiculous.
This will be the year of Tucano and
Ooh.
red cherries. Does Moonlight still have them on sale?
I don't know.
'Cause you should scoop those up whilst they're on sale.
I love Tucanos. I think they are so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Are you thinking of red-tailed penguins and not Tucanos? Did he have Tucanos on sale?
No, I'm talking about the red cherries.
Oh, the red cherries. I thought he was sold out. I hope not, but I thought he was sold out, which wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me because $14.99 for that fish is stupid, dumb, cheap. Just absolutely bonkers. Like, that is such a good deal. They should be twice that, if not more. This is why we love Moonlight, folks, just to, like, bump them a little bit more. It just, God, they get some cool stuff for some
somebody
great
put
prices.
an order in them with them today with my code.
Nice.
So thanks to whoever that is, even
Smart
though they're probably
move.
not watching.
Thanks, you non-existent person, but thanks anyways. I don't even care. He gets cool stuff.
Nick, I agree. Bleeding Hearts. I wouldn't call them the best, but they are. I love them.
Goose said it too. I love my Bleeding Hearts. A big black or dark black trailers on the fins are better looking than Congo Tetra filaments to me. I don't really care for regular Congo
I don't
Tetra.
like Congo Tetras
Interruptus.
either.
I'm like, go away. You're too quick. You're too
What?
whatever. Interruptus.
Oh, you want me to interrupt us?
Oh God. I walked right into that one, didn't I? That was my fault.
Do I prefer cherry tetras or ember tetras, and why? Well, they kind of fit two different bills.
They do. They're different
One
sizes.
is considered kind of a nano fish, and one is like a normal size tetra.
I'd choose the cherry.
She would choose a cherry. It really would depend on the tank and what else is in the tank for me.
I always go for bigger, like, fish. I'd rather have bigger fish than smaller. Just the way I am.
Then he says, and I do not like anything injected with dye.
I bought 12 fire ant tetras. Only one female, and she got egg bound. Oh, waiting for Chang to respond back so I can get some females. I hope he does. I hope he can get some for you. That would be nice because those are freaking cool. Love those.
Thoughts on garlic? Should healthy fish be fed garlic?
Why
I don't
not?
see any problems with
Yeah.
why not. I would just soak food in like garlic guard.
Yeah,
one of
I
the
used to use that.
few products from
Chem.
that company that I like.
It is good. It is very strong. It's very, very strong. But it's good. They like it.
Always good for fussy fish too.
Those little fussers.
Did you get Dennis's comment? Says I bought
I
12
did.
fire ant
I did.
tetras.
I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, waiting for Chang. That was the one
Yeah.
you just read.
Yep. That's the one.
I just wish the pseudos lived longer.
Mm.
I mean, they're like what, $10, and they live
Like
for
3 years,
three,
right?
4, 5 years if you're lucky. That's pretty good value.
It's not bad. I love Ruby Tetra. Yeah, Ruby Tetra are great.
Susie says picked up 4 watermelon tetras from Dan's to go with my lonely one.
Susie, get as many. When you see them, I'm sure you're already on a mission, but get all of them. I was just making him watch again because I always do this to him. I was making him watch my video of my watermelon tetra, and the males are just stunning. Stunning. These are fish that people miss out on because they look boring as hell, and then I'm here to tell you they're not.
I've also, QC, I've never had skittish rads before. That's kind of weird.
What? Oh,
She says I love my
skittish
rads, but they're skittish.
I thought you were talking about like food. I know you said Raz. And I was like, what is that? Now I feel stupid. Ooh, whoops. 5 total now.
Speaking of Dan, there he is in the background.
I picked up 6 juvenile polka dot goodyids at Findig. Ooh, those are cool. Chapalictus paradalis. Have you guys kept them? I have not. But I've seen them. And I think they're very cool. I have only kept red tail goodyids. That is it for me. And then, I'm sorry, trouts, because we've had trouts. But other than that, I have not ventured far into the goodyiid world, but I wouldn't be against it because I think they're cool. One of the things that I saw that they had at Findig that I would be very interested in keeping are pupfish. I'd really like to keep some pupfish. Those are super cool.
I just got a group of L397s. Do you have any tips on
Cool.
spawning?
I don't, but I love those.
They take a long time to reach maturity. I will tell you that.
They are slow growers, my friend. Mine took, I got it when it was like half an inch, and I never even saw it for like the first year.
I've never spawned mine, but when I am trying to spawn plecos, I do put them in species only tanks. Lots of rocks, lots of hides, lots of different sizes of hides, so they can pick exactly where they want to sneak into.
Although
where they could corner the female and not let her out, not let her escape.
Such a practice. We have had many of our plecos spawn in community tanks, so this has been a regular occurrence in our fish room. I look in a tank and I'm like, there's baby plecos everywhere. Interesting.
Steel says, I used your code last week for a spotted Congo puffer. He's amazing. Thank you for highlighting them in your videos.
Oh,
I told you.
What?
I told you.
Told me what?
That it doesn't matter how many views they get.
Here we go.
As long as people are...
I'm glad.
See?
I'm very glad that you got that
told
fish.
You so.
God, you're the most annoying
I
person
told
I've
you
ever met in my
so.
life.
Views don't matter.
I absolutely adore them, and I'm just so glad you get to experience them. They're like the best fish. One of the best fish.
The Black Tiger Baddest Trio I have are so much more personable than the ones I had in 2021. Is this a result of tank breeding? The ones greet me, but the old batch used to just hang out in their caves. It's possible. Is it like the same scape, same tank setup?
You have a lot of hides.
If do you have ditherfish now? Maybe you didn't have ditherfish before. I would say there's many factors that could be, but I've never had shy Black Tiger Darios ever. So
I've never kept black tigers. Only what's it called? They had several pup fish in the rare fish auction. I know. I saw that and I thought, how lame that I'm not there to potentially win these pup fish. It's very unfortunate.
Once again, says Zenny, I pay for this abuse. WTF, 5.5 years of passive aggression. Here's to 5.5 more.
Aw, cheers.
Wouldn't do it if we didn't love you.
There you go.
I also pay for Zen to be abused.
True that, homie.
Steven, 40 months. Gregory, for 4 months. Got to start sometime.
You do. That is a true statement. Moosey eye. Maybe the ditherfish. They're with about 30 ember tetra. That'll help. No, I used to just have it endlers. Oh, and they move spastically and obnoxiously, so I could see embers being a far better choice for that. That's why I don't like endlers. I'm like, you're going to run into something. Stop being stupid.
Hopped on the paying for Zenger abuse train.
My goodness. Poor Zen.
Nancy B in Tennessee says, can you add $2 to the Abuse Zen Fund?
Wow. That's rough, man.
You have to start getting out the whips and chains for this kind of money.
This is rough. Well, that does make more money. That's for sure. I think we all know that. I have a 60-gallon Indian mud skipper, but my figure 8 puffer passed away. Any suggestions as a replacement? Wait, what? I have a 60-gallon Indian mud skipper. So a 60-gallon tank with Indian mud skippers. Did you have a figure 8 puffer with them?
Probably because they're brackish.
Yeah, I mean, I know that would be, but like an avocado puffer. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know if they. Whoa, calm down. I don't know. I haven't really heard of people keeping fish with their mud skippers. Usually it's a species only thing. So I don't know.
Jeff says I have a school of about 40 embers. They are awesome. I agree. I think it's getting harder and harder to find quality embers. Like you can find embers that are orange.
They're all orange.
I feel like they're turning oranger and oranger as the years go by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're not as red as they should be for sure. My
Lumi
avocado
says
puffer.
we flexing 5 months.
Sorry.
Barbara coming in with the 69 months. I'm finally
Whoa.
the best. I'm finally in the best month. Cheers.
Sweet. I know, really. That's what I was laughing at.
69.
My avocado puffer only eats 1 or 2 times a week. They outbred his appetite. I have no experience with any brackish puffers, so I am only the freshwaters. That's it,
Just
man.
the people at Petco buying them for their freshwater tanks just to kill them.
That was the conversation I had.
How do we pronounce rainbow fish names different?
Yeah. I say Bozeman. I've said Bozeman. I said Bozeman. Like I've said it. I always say it differently. To be fair, it's me, because it's someone's last name. It's Bozeman, and then the I on the end. So it's Bozeman.
Bosemani.
I mean, yeah, because there's 2 different, But I don't know. That one I'm not sure.
What about Bomani?
I know that's I don't know. It's TBD. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. That's why I say it all the ways. Oh, for 8 years? Wow.
Gregory says, I've been a Dream Team member for 5 months because somebody gifted me a month. Thanks. I felt obligated to continue, which is a plus for Chelsea and Bob.
Thanks,
it sure
dude.
is.
Thank you for that obligation. We appreciate that a lot.
It is.
It's nice.
It really helps out a lot.
It does. From what I know, not much. I think you know some things. The mud skippers will become food aggressive even to other fish if there's not enough room. So you want to keep other fish, you should have at least double the tank size. That makes sense. I feel like a lot of animals are like that. They don't want to feel like they're gonna starve. So
fresh water is the best water.
It is a true statement.
Mm-hmm.
Truth.
Barbara
Thank you,
Jackson
Barbara.
adding $10 to the Abuse Zenny Fund.
Well, she didn't specify that. Now you're just.
Then it just goes, or the Zebra
Now
Fund.
you're just. I thought it's gone.
Oh yeah, same with my giraffe
Your
fund.
dreams are gone and crushed. That's what happens when you get married and have kids.
Stupid kids.
It just crushes all your dreams.
I will say though, I do want a saltwater tank.
I would love some saltwater inverts myself. We always talk about this. I wonder if we'll ever do it. I would. I'd be supportive of that.
The Thick
What?
says, I recently picked up 11 Stenonis multipunctatus that I've been growing
Oh.
out. I'll have a grand total of 15 for a breeding group in the future. I'll be using Astalotolapia,
Astatotilapia.
Burtonii
Burtonii.
as a host fish.
Oh, that's interesting.
What size? I'm curious what size tank you're going to be doing in there.
That's pretty
I love
cool.
multipunctatus, but they've always gotten a little too big for me. So I tend to gravitate towards the other one, Petricola.
Oh, I was like, what?
Same
What?
thing, just they look identical.
Yeah,
just
they do
one's
look
bigger than the other.
very similar.
Which I haven't had Petricola in so long. I'm definitely going to get some at some point.
Yeah, I would support that also. What don't I'm like, get it all, sure. All sounds good.
Yeah, you can't even drink salt water.
I know, I just saw
Is
that.
that water from like out of the toilet? You're drinking water?
Oh my god, it's true. Who's abusing Zen? Apparently everybody.
How do we turn the like button blue? You click it, apparently. I don't know if that's true because I don't like anything. But
God.
although I did like the stream you were in last Friday.
Oh, see? He likes things. He likes things.
And technically you can drink salt water, but
He might hallucinate a little bit. A lot of it. Like every I Survived show ever.
Curtis, I had to open the laptop to see membership length, and it just clicked over today, so you were probably first, unless we were the same day. BBS Hatchery is a saltwater tank that's just about to crash. That is true.
True story, bruh. My friend is growing out Synodontis multipunctatus to breed. I live through him. Yeah, it's always nice to have someone to live vicariously through, isn't it?
Goose, I agree 100%, and I even like the emoji in your name. It says, a school of Petricola is like having a mini group of black-tip reef sharks.
That's an accurate description. The way they move, totally. They glide. They're gliders.
So, Bougie and Jody, who's the next guest on the stream?
Yeah.
You have one lined up?
And thank you again for having me. It was a good time. I lost.
I did
Lost
see it
it.
was the most watched stream so far. You know, not gonna
What did
brag or anything.
What did you do?
I shared it.
Shut
I did something.
up. Okay.
I promoted it.
I was like, wait a minute. You're married to me. You don't get half of my streaming.
Literally the least I could do. Well, I guess I could have done nothing. That would have been the least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great reference. We're currently living in idiocracy. It's
We
just a
have
matter of
been.
time.
We
I
have
think
been
we have
for a
been for
while.
some time. And
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody got the reference. I don't think anyone's got the reference to the thumbnail yet, though.
Which disappoints me. I'll be
Although somebody
honest.
said they did like it, so maybe they did get the
It
reference.
disappoints me. Somebody needs to understand. 'cause
We'll
I
see
love
on
that
tank
movie.
size. I'll figure that as I go. They're either getting one of the co-op 37 gallons, or if I deem them too large for that, maybe give them my 120. I feel like
The
I mean, they
120
get like 12 inches.
Yeah, the 120 is gonna be the one. I feel for
Yeah.
sure. They look really cool in there too. To be honest, that's a cool little crew for a 120. I just googled the butt crack frog. So cute. Okay, well, all right. How do I not know what the butt crack? I'll probably know its scientific name.
You're
Hold
probably
on.
getting trolled.
I hope
it's
it's
gonna be
something
like
gross. Wait, okay.
2 girls, 1 cup
my
or
God.
something.
Please let it be something like that. Please let it be something like that.
Here, it's right here.
Oh, that I know that frog. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that people called it the butt crack frog. It's a rain frog. That's what it is. I know what those are. See, I don't like common names, you guys. Butt crack frog. Little potato. He's so cute.
That's weird. Aquarium Co-op sent 5 Steenfott Aquatics.
Aquatics?
They
What?
sent 5
That's weird.
Steenfott
I mean, thank you,
Aquatics
Corey. Wait,
gift
I don't get it, though.
memberships.
Yeah, why does it say that?
That's a weird phrasing.
Interesting.
Thanks,
buddy.
Shelly?
Shelly.
Shelly?
I think it's Michelle, isn't it? Shelly.
Michelle? Consigliere Michelle?
This is my consigliere, Michelle.
Gregory, the Kings, and Andy. Welcome.
Welcome,
And
welcome.
Jesse.
Yeah, tell me about Jesse. Everybody thinks my name's Jesse whenever I say my name. So, hi, I'm Jesse. Is Jenna the next guest, or is she scheduled for later? Oh, Jenna's going to be on. Butt cracky eye. Yeah, for
The
sure.
memberships are in the mail. That's what it sounds like. That's so weird.
We'll be waiting on them, thanks. Go to sleep.
What a weird way to phrase that.
Oh my god, she's losing her mind.
Barbara says, I also got 6 pearl scale angels that are arriving in a couple weeks. I'm not sure what I've done. That is
You're
one
gonna-
rotund frog.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of attitude in your tanks, Barbara. Pearl scales are cool. Would you calm down? My god, dude.
There's a few possibilities, and Jenna is one.
Got it.
Bougie is scheduling. Why are we looking at the butt crack frogs? I froze.
Next guest is one of the 3. Jenna, Co-op Katie, or very possibly Katie. We've asked, but still waiting to be let down gently. That's very accurate. I hope for you that that is not the case. But yeah. Yeah. Co-op Katie. That's funny.
I'm not sure if that co-op girl has ever been
On a stream.
on a stream.
First time for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I had never been on a stream until I did, so there you go. Profound.
That co-op guy, that co-op girl.
Yep.
The ACO guy. Dang
Yeah.
it. The ACO girl.
He ruined that, didn't he?
The ACO girl.
Ruined that. Damn, that's a good list. Yep.
But Jenna P
Show.
says she's down for sure.
The show.
So I can count on her.
Nice. Good deal. I can't make eye contact with her. That's what's making her go crazy.
I'm making
Thank
eye
you for
contact with
gifting
this
0 memberships.
Badass.
That's really funny.
She's been on the stream a couple times during the old 8-hour holiday streams when I needed to use
Oh.
the restroom. Oh, that's right.
I pronounce co-op quap. There you go.
Corey already said in his stream if they had Katie on to tell stories about him, she might be down. I'm sure there's a lot of them.
Tell the tale. Ow. Man, I gotta...
I pronounce co-op quap.
I said that. Quap.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do something here. You,
What's the next fish you'd like to buy or breed? I want more Bolivians to breed them. Boring, right? But that will be my next fish. Whatever next to my possession will be more Bolivians so I can breed them. Really, really want them. I can't believe I don't have them. Yeah, crickets are here. We have crickets in here. I hate them.
If you're hearing chirping, it's probably the quail, though.
There's quail and crickets behind us, and they're all loud as hell.
Oh,
so
yeah, I forgot there are crickets.
yes,
right
and
there,
they're
too.
all and the crickets are actually living going off. So she said she wants to be let down gently. Bolivians are the goat. I agree with that. I think that I don't know why I didn't focus on breeding them. I accidentally spawned them before, and I was so excited, and then I never really cared after that and didn't put any effort into it. But I think that that's one that I would actually put effort into. And it wouldn't even take a lot of effort. I mean, they're little cichlids. They breed themselves. But I can't recommend a fish more. I feel like they're such great fish. They're beautiful fish.
Should this be a story we tell?
Oh, my God. I was like,
That's for a member stream.
I was not expecting that. Even have Bolivians in the new 1,500 gallon at the store. They keep laying. Really? That's okay.
I didn't see any.
Wait, so you have some for sale, right, Corey? We should come get some. Honestly, we should do that. When we should go see the store and pick up some Bolivians. Because I need them.
I don't remember seeing any in there. My
At the
CW.
store.
I know.
Oh, in the movie.
He doesn't have a 1,500 at home.
I know. That's why I
But
was
I know.
confused. I know. Do you?
You never know that dude.
Wait, is there one now?
My CW38s and Black Schultz like Corey show up tomorrow, and the Stirby and Albino Stirby show up Wednesday morning.
Nice.
Well, it must be fun to get fish.
I know. I feel so sad because we haven't got. I mean, it was very exciting to get our Fleckos.
We're going the opposite direction.
Yeah, but however, I still would like to get Bolivians, and I don't really plan on waiting for that because that I would like to get now. Yeah, we should always have them in stock. I feel like we never. Yeah, I agree. I would always try and gently push people away from Germans and say, hey, what about those Bolivian rams for $8.99? They used to be so cheap years ago. God, they were like nothing. I think, what are they, like $15 now?
They still go on sale at PetSmart for $3.
It's crazy.
But I don't think I want a PetSmart.
No, I'm not. I would rather. I want to see the store, so it'd be nice to do both. But really need some. My favorite thing is getting them when they're like, an inch, like real tiny, and watching, because I love their attitude so much. Like they have more attitude, I think, than any cichlid. They are the most cichlidy of cichlids.
A lot of this B-roll, including this right here, is from the co-op.
Barao.
Sent. That's such. I don't like
why
that
is
phrasing.
it doing that?
really throws me off.
It feels like it's something different.
Ellison sent 5 Steenfott Aquatics gift memberships.
Thank you, friend.
Frank, Harley, Bionic, Wayne, and Ginger.
Wayne, what's up, brother? I love that. I only buy medium-sized crickets. Larger ones drive me. Mary, let me tell you something. One time I got so pissed off. This was years ago, but I don't believe it. I got so angry because there was this one GD cricket making all this noise. I ran into my reptile room. I opened like every door. I found the tank I thought it was, and I took every piece of hardscape out. And finally, after taking every piece out, I got that effing cricket out of there. I was gonna lose my mind. And I hate them. They're not even very nutritional. I don't care for them at all. I really don't.
Noel says Bolivians are my absolute favorite. We'll always have some, especially since non-fish keeper hubby loves them like no other.
That's great.
Somebody is supposed to be writing a blog about Bolivian
For God's sake.
But I'm not sure when that's going to come
out.
The
passive aggressiveness can just choke me out right now.
I haven't heard yet.
Shut up. Well, I'm the president, so I get to things when I have time.
That tastes weird. Hey, let's hit the like button.
Yeah, come on, guys.
We need 9 people to hit the like button.
Like. Thank you.
Send out 9 notifications and get to 100.
Aquarium Co-op, are those African cichlids I peeped in the QT at the store for you? If so, I'm excited.
The worst is when I allowed employees to buy crickets wholesale at the store. Always some would escape and torment me all week at the shop. Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny?
Gee, I wonder who that was.
This is hilarious. This is really funny. I love when people buy crickets, let them die because they'll die in like 2 days. That's what happens. They don't take care of them. They die. But yet if you have one get loose, it never dies. It lives forever. That cricket will live forever. Forever.
By the way, thank you for the 5 gifted. If I did not say thank you.
Thank you, bud. Someone dropped them off. Been ordering. I don't feel he hasn't. Maybe you forgot. Surprise. I don't mind bugs in general, but crickets are nuts. You can never predict which way they... No, I like the crickets I grew up with. They were black. I'm not even quite sure. I forget the scientific name, but they were black crickets, and they didn't move as quickly, and they're actually kind of cool looking. But these ones piss me off. I prefer dubias tenfold.
Pissed off? I just don't believe it.
We're gonna do that every time, huh? This is a thing now.
Look at that cherry barb.
That is a cherry barb. The cherriest of cherries.
The oriest of cherry barbs. More co-op B-roll.
Maybe, but I think you went over and over.
Rainbow mealworms have the best quality mealworms. Why buy mealworms when you can buy superworms, though?
I agree with that. Mealworms are not as nutritionally sound as superworms. They're still very chitinous, both of them. Not crazy, but it's... My preferred feeder is dubia. That's it.
I'm one of the 9 that hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead and tell us when you've hit it, and we'll give you credit for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you get so much from hitting the like button.
You do.
Look at that thick cherry barb.
Oh, boy.
I feel like if roseline barbs stayed this size and color, they would be amazing.
Everyone would have them. Yeah. Their color doesn't get terrible, but they just get big, and they move they're torpedoes. You need a nice big tank for those. Surprise fish are the best. I found myself buying guppies. Very surprising as I keep cichlids. That would have munched them mostly. Yeah. I wish I could get into that. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oblina after Real Monsters. Is that who? That has to be who it's named after.
I don't know what any of that means.
Real Monsters is a show on Nickelodeon. Ickis, Crumb, and Oblina were the main monsters, and I'm guessing that's why
we didn't have cable, so I could never watch.
Oh God, he had to walk 12 miles in the snow, and they strapped him to the top of the horse and buggy. God.
I had to go to Kmart to watch TV.
He couldn't even go to Target. He had to go to Kmart.
Barbara says, I'm getting a Lowell Fish Lab egg tray soon. I think I'm going to try berry barbs. Cherry barbs first. I wouldn't mind having one of those things. They look really neat.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Real Monsters. I loved that show. It was a great show. Fantastic show.
Johnny says, Killifish is my favorite now. They are pretty awesome.
Yep. They are pretty cool. Nickelodeon at that era, that was just the golden era for shows. Doug, Rugrats, All Real Monsters.
I didn't like any of those shows.
Well, I'm very sorry for you.
Hey, we all have our preference.
That's true.
I do like penguin tetras, though.
Me too. I like those.
Very underrated in the hobby, I feel.
Hubby does not share the sentiment. My grandparents owned 2 movies, and it was a Bronx Tale.
You mean movie studios?
Movies. It was Bronx Tale and Stripes. And so when I was like 7, I picked, if we didn't go to the movie store, which we usually did, but when we didn't, I'd watch a Bronx Tale like every time. One time we counted how many times they said the F word. And it was like 243 times. It was a lot. That's why I am the way I am, all right? That's why.
Stripes really...
It lets you down in the end, doesn't it? Yeah. But it's great in the beginning.
It's only like the last 20 minutes, though.
It's great in the beginning.
First hour and a half are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Johnny, thank you so much for $2, buddy. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Your little heart farting fox.
Derby Chihuahua is Katie's jam. I can confirm.
There you go. Everybody's got their thing, man.
Penguin Tetras are amazing. I will say they need a lid.
Everything really should have. Let's be real. If we're going to make rules here, everything really should have a lid. Maybe one day I'll follow my own rule.
We didn't have cable either. Just good old regular programming. I was the kid sitting there looking at the blurred lines for the HBO that we didn't have. You'd be like,
Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna lay it on thick here. We had HBO too. Not only do we have cable, we had premium cable.
Watching HBO at 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I see a booby.
There was Skinamax came on after 11. That was always a thing. Like, it was real. Very interesting. My cousin was the big doofy detective in Bronx Tale. No way. That's pretty cool. Dude, homeboy who played Calogero did not end up living a very good life. I'll say that. He was a rat in The Sopranos, and then he went on to murder somebody. He did a home invasion and murdered somebody, or was there when someone got murdered. It was pretty gnarly.
Those Lowell 3D deals are amazing. Lowell is why I got a 3D printer. I hope to have one someday.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
I have to live vicariously through Corey at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those Emperor Tetras.
Those are the carries, or they should be. Carry Tetra. Ich pack this. Carry.
Nick says, yep, I was born in the Bronx.
My grandfather was born in Jamaica, Queens. So not the Bronx, but not terribly far. All my family lives in New Jersey, my dad's side.
Ugh, this again?
Aw, we looped back to you. There you are.
There I go.
Aw. Love it. Any experience with Ivanacara bimaculata? Ordered just a young male from Moonlight, but can't find much on keeping one. I have not kept Bimaculata, but I have kept many Atiquetta, and their care is very, very similar. So I feel like I can comment on this. The one thing I would recommend, since you just have a male and it doesn't seem like you're trying to spawn them, I wouldn't worry about trying to keep the pH super low, which I know you would probably read a lot of saying keep it low, 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 but that's really just for spawning. They do great at neutral pH. That's what I kept mine at, right around 7. No problems. Lived great for years. They do love black water. If you can, facilitate that, great. If you like the look of that, great. They look really gorgeous in black water. And I would just give them some hardscape and some plants and high quality food. You could do frozen food or we love the co-op food. That'd be a great, the community food from the co-op. It would be a great option.
And you can finally get it in a 1 pound.
Dude, I was so excited.
Dude.
Okay?
Dude.
Every time. He comes in and he holds them up triumphantly and I said,
look at my jugs.
Way to ruin that.
What?
I'm just kidding. I was really excited though. Because you should see how much food we use every day. So thank you for that size because that is going to make life way easier. But yeah, just any high quality foods. They're really cool fish. Personality wise, I think there's a little bit of a difference, but I don't think it's terrible. I think that keeping them as a species only situation is probably best. My male Atiquetta, when I put a rubber lip pleco, thinking he hates all other fish because I tried to put him in a community tank, didn't work, tried to kill everybody. I put this poor pleco in there and he tried to murder it within 10 seconds. So might be the case for you, but if you wanted to try some small dithers, you could do that too. Great fish though. Congratulations. Very cool. I would love to keep Bimaculata. It's a plan that I will at some point.
Johnny Best, maybe someday again. We were considering it before tariffs, but a stop for that for now. Ooh, what?
I missed it.
Maybe the lights?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even see his comment.
Johnny is green, right? So I'd go up further.
Oh, I wish Aquarium Co-op would ship his
hardscapes. Okay. Yeah, man, when I saw that hardscape, I was like, whew, look at that. That's gold right there. I love me some hardscape. Spiderwood, spiderwood, spiderwood. All day long. High-tech community tanks with pH is low most of the time. Would there be any issues keeping it with... No? No?
Nope.
I wouldn't think so.
Did we pull any eggs last week?
Yeah. I pulled...
Did we check the Schultz eye? Because I put in 5 pounds of food. They might have eggs in there.
I also put in a shit ton of food, so they were spawning yesterday, the Schultz eye. So
there should be eggs.
Yeah, I haven't checked though. That's the headline, but it looks like it'll actually be 55, which is still brutal compared to 25. Ooh, yeah, that's quite an influx. Thank you all for the discount code at Moonlight. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nobody takes advantage. That one's unlimited, too. It's not like one and done. You can just...
You don't even have to create a new account. You can just use it. And can I say
so
again,
cheap.
His freaking fish, man. He gets some really cool... He gets a lot of really cool gobies. Really like the goby selection. I'm still hyped for the co-op bags. My fish are almost ready to be rehomed. Ah. There you go. She finally gave up. I think a few streams ago, y'all were talking about T-bar cichlids. Are they something that can go? Absolutely, yeah. They could go with angels and cories, no problem. I actually kept mine with angels and cories at one point. My male. I had a male that I had for years and years.
We're actually shipping some of the T-bars out next week.
Yes. Bye-bye.
To Mr. Kane.
Bye-bye. Which I'm so I love these fish. They've been with us for a long time now, and I really want them to have good homes. T-bars are great, guys. Don't sleep on the T-bars.
Too much negativity on YouTube. Who have you been watching on YouTube?
Oh, boy. Is there drama?
Chelsea, some people have an aversion to roaches.
Oh, really? Yeah, they can secrete something that people actually have physical aversions to. They can develop allergies to. But I love them.
Did we get this one from Thick? On the topic of live foods, what's your guys' favorite and least favorite of all? BBS, Granola, blackworm, blah, 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 etc. Mosquito larvae are my favorite.
I like mosquito larvae, and I do love a live black or bloodworm. Always have. I fed my fish live tubifex back in the early 90s. They loved that. My mom, I can't believe my mom allowed this too. I remember just having huge bags of worms in our refrigerator all the time from Capital Aquarium.
Johnny with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Where's man's best friends? We don't see the dogs anymore since we stream from the fish room.
Yeah, they're in there living their dog life.
Yeah.
Which, that's fine. Because,
hopefully he's spending some time in the sun right now.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice here for once, and there is sun. Hey, Pope Leo. Good one. Good one. That poor tank. Can't even see the stir by.
I'm all hyped up for the co-op bags. My fish are almost ready to be
said
rehomed.
that.
Well, I don't listen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Do you have multiple T-bars together, or are they okay by themselves? My suggestion would be
Tank
you either
size.
yeah, tank size makes a difference. If you have like a 125, you could definitely keep multiple males, like probably 4 males in there. But the males will the one who's in charge is going to pick on every other male, and then as you remove that and there's still males, then that same hierarchy will exist. One will be in charge and pick on the other. So I would either, if you have under a 75, just get a pair, a male and a female, and even then you need to keep an eye on it, because if they spawn, the male can become quite a jerk to the female. But you should be fine with a pair, or you could do multiple males, multiple females with the right size tank. Females
Right
don't
now
really
we
care
have
about
about
each other.
200 of them together.
Yeah, they move as a herd. It is a herd of T-bar cichlid.
Need to drop some off at the co-op. They'll sell out like hotcakes, I promise.
Corey, can I just give you like 12 of them and see how they sell? Because I'm so curious. Like, I really just want to here, try these and see if people buy them, because I want everybody to have them because I love them so much. I'm a big fan. Like, I've had them
Adam,
for years.
this is the best, says, I surprisingly found one tiny green laser Cory fry yesterday. Sadly, you'd never see the parents. This is
No
why I
kidding.
will never own lasers again.
No more lasers. Although I love them. I think they're beautiful, but yes, garage Gills. Twas. No longer, though. Not since 2012. Yeah, we're still selling the T-bars.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like some,
There's
you can
Leo.
email us.
Where's Leo been?
Steenfottaquatics@gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
I'll take them.
They won't. They will sell.
I will even take those fish back. Like, I would be happy. I'll be like a breeder. I'll be
with the
take 'em back.
$5 super chat says, what other freshwater fish can change sex? Couldn't believe that all checkerboard cichlids are born female.
I don't know.
That's not really something I research.
That's stumping me.
Sorry to waste your $5 there, Leo, but thanks.
But thank you. I don't know.
I'll get half a coffee
Yeah, maybe.
after everyone gets their greedy paws in that $5. It'll be about 1/8 of a coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to nap, Leo. It's very important.
I wish I could. Shooter McGavin. Barramundi. Okay. There you go. Sent you an email, the video of my koi. Enjoy. Leo is late.
Oh yeah, the because I was asking about the pond. Let's see.
There you go. Brackish water killifish self-clones. All females. You're talking about the punctulata, though, right, Leo? Because I don't know if it's all checkerboards. I know the punctulata, they're all born female, and they will turn to male as needed to repopulate. So, but I don't know if it's all checkerboards. Not sure. It could be. Fighting algae in my puffer tank, so did a 48-hour blackout. Now I'm missing a P down to 2. Oh no, everyone else is fine. Could it maybe be hiding? I know I'm trying to be optimistic here. Or did you physically see? Is it did you see it pass? Or I don't know, the verbiage there is eluding me.
Rack, your water clarity in your pond is amazing.
Everybody knows who Shooter McGavin is.
Shooter!
Go down by the bay and eat some hay. I just may. What do you say?
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Oh boy. Now, but he can say it. But if I would have said that,
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
That's better. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. I don't know how many times we say that to Sadie. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
And
You drink a
sometimes I
warm
have
glass
to-
and shut the hell up. That's what you're gonna drink. That made it maybe one of Ben Stiller's finest roles.
Okay, here you can kind of see his pond. This waterfall is like goes pretty high up the stream.
Ooh, that's it's a nice gradient. What do you think? This is a member stream? I don't know. He's just doing every damn well pleases.
That's what I do.
God forbid. Yeah.
It's my YouTube. I do what I want.
God forbid that I say something. Yes, Happy Gilmore 2, I think, is out now, and I will not be watching it.
It looks so bad. So bad.
I can't handle any more remakes or second.
When was the last thing
anythings.
Adam Sandler was in that was funny?
Big Daddy was on the brink.
That's when it starts going downhill.
It was
in
on
like
the brink.
2000.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know, man. It's always Billy Madison for me. No yelling on the bus. God, it was such a good role for him. Nobody, but all three have always out in front been watching the tank for a good 2 hours. No sign of it. Oh, no. Well, I hope it appears.
Yeah, Regina, Happy Gilmore 2. I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, Emily, I'm so sorry. That was one of those things where I mentally responded and then didn't do it, and I just realized that.
She
and
told
I'm
me
sorry.
all about it.
I did.
She's like, these are cool.
I did. I said I like that wild coloration, and the same thing with candies. I think
Deans
they're I think they're cool. I have no problem.
I think candies are Deans.
I believe so, but I still don't want to keep them. Like it doesn't do it for me enough that I'm like
they're so boring.
They're just like these like paper plates that kind of
you could just like you could take like an actual plate, dangle it in your aquarium with like some fishing line, and you'd be like, here's my discus.
Live.
Here's my discus.
I mean, I'm sorry. I do think they're pretty though. Bob won't ever yell at Sadie. You can put that money in the bank. She's a daddy's girl. She's probably. She likes him more than she likes me. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, 2 of my most favorite movies. Yeah, they're phenomenal movies. Phenomenal films.
Stop staring at me, Swan.
These are the only lasers you'll ever see, guys. Take a look while you still can.
There's nowhere for them to hide.
They can't run away. There you go. That's how you should enjoy your laser quarries, right there.
Christopher says, I really enjoyed Chelsea being on Jody and Bougie Bish's stream on Friday. I was thoroughly entertained.
That's really nice of you. Yeah, they're doing a good job. 3rd installment and going strong. Very exciting. if peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis. Oh, it's so good. Okay, Miss Lippy.
Prequels and sequels have a lot to stand up for, especially once you get to like 5 or 6.
Yeah. New Karate Kid with Jackie Chan. I don't know how I feel about that. I have mixed feelings.
I do love Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody. He's very endearing. He's been around forever, but I don't know. I was a big. This is left field, but just thinking of like people, martial arts related things. I loved Walker, Texas Ranger. I am forever a huge Chuck Norris fan. I believe everything I hear that's cool about Chuck Norris, always.
What other quarries are like laser quarries? I've never had shy quarries except for lasers.
Lasers are the only ones I've ever kept that hid, that literally would hide from you. I've never had Corydoras yet. Maybe some that were slightly more aloof, but never hiding. Discus haters.
I would say these right here are aloof, the Splendens.
I'll tell you what aren't aloof, Stir By. Because here they all are here.
It's Dookie.
Nudie Magazine Day. Hope all is well. Not sure I've gotten Discord down. Whoever gets Discord down? So it seems. No one does.
How many species of quarries am I down to now? I still probably have over 20.
Yeah, there's a lot. We also have a Skittles tank of them where it's like just a bunch of different random one-offs or a couple that we have left from other schools. So
Osteogaster. They will always be Corydoras to me, not some butt disease. That's what that sounds like.
Nick, that is the first time ever hearing that in my life. Ever. My Stir-by Corys are shy. How many do you have?
Also, what's in with them? Is something like pushing them, making them be shy?
You have like a black nasty in there or something? Like, what's in there?
That's racist.
Where's Ross? Is Ross here yet? No, it's not 5 minutes till it's over, so I guess not. My Simless Quarry is high in the Val jungle. I feel like if you have a jungle, any fish you have, especially ones that are on the substrate, will be in it.
I will say Similis tend to be more shy, but nothing is like lasers.
Lasers hide from you and do not come out if they do not have to.
Leo says, to get those melanite nice, big, and plump, overfeed right, even at that small size.
Not overfeed, but feed.
Yeah, don't ruin your water.
No, I was going to say, don't, like, dump food in, but feeding bone farts? Wait, what?
Hip Hop Hillbilly says, on a bright, non-fish note, I'm now just over 5 weeks smoke-free.
Hey,
now I'm
buddy.
cutting nicotine down in a vape, and hopefully we'll be done by fall. Congratulations, buddy.
Proud of you, homie. Keep it up. You can do it. God, you peepers. Peep, peep, peep. I feel like, what's his name when he's on Friends? Mr. Chickadee. Oh, I'm so cute. That's those fools.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, that was a really good role for him, too. His cameo roles, like when he's on Anchorman 2. That's great. His cameos are the best. I have albino cories, tetras, and an angelfish. I have lots of plants. My albinos are weird.
Albinos are everywhere, as they should be.
Yeah.
Albino Cory, I think, is the first Cory that I got coming back into the hobby.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
I had albino stir-by, but that's it. And I love those. I think they're very pretty. But I don't like just albino... Because they don't look like your typical albino fish, I guess, much like the thread finnicara. Kind of same deal there. I'll be looking for cories when I switch the substrate in my 125. If I ever find the sand that isn't $1 million. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. That's rough. I will make sure to send you updates on paper plate Steenfott. Air warranted. I think he'll be moving to 100 gallons soonish. It's okay because he won't move, so it's fine. He just stays suspended.
Osteogaster, question mark?
No. Wow, drama.
Didn't Bob say he puts like 5 pounds of food for the Cories? That's to spawn them. My Aki and a BTS tried quail egg for the first time, and they went nuts.
I bet. But you have to understand, we have a lot of Corydoras in that tank. A lot.
Yeah, there's probably like 50.
There's a shit ton of them. So
hey, easy with that. It's not the member stream.
Violence. My orange Venezuelans never come out from under some Java moss. I actually never see them except for at night. Well, I wonder if it's because all you people just give them too many plants, so then they're just like having a good time, having fun. I don't think they're hiding from you, though. I feel like that'd be weird.
Oh, Jody says, have I made my list of Cories? I'm procrastinating because secretly I don't want to get rid of them.
He doesn't, I can tell.
And so it's like...
That's why we have a tank full of randoms.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't want to get rid of them. But that's okay. That's all right.
I spent like 2 years collecting all those, and
it's true. We were collecting Corydoras there for a while, and even before I got here.
Are those quail out here? They are.
Loud mouths. I'd pick one up, but I'm scared to break them.
Yeah, they're very small.
They are too tiny. My Aspidoras Raymondii are super active and not shy at all, and I got my first spot.
If you want an outgoing Corydoras, get Aspidoras.
Aspidoras are my favorite, I think.
They are
besides the stir-by.
On crack.
But they're so cute. Bone toots. I can't with it. It's really funny. I like it. Whoa, weird. One of the autos is like on the ground. It's odd.
Hip Hop Hillbilly says, my orange Venezuelans are the most active fish in my 20-gallon pea puffer tank. Always out and about.
Movers and shakers, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. See, ours aren't scared, but they have so much like stuff to be in that we never see them just because they're busy having a fun time. But I wouldn't consider them hiding. I think they're just being fish.
Look how bad blue backgrounds look.
Yeah, they're trash.
I mean, these fish are so red, but it's like washing out. The camera doesn't even know what to do.
You should, for those fish specifically, they should look way different than that. Silly. Oh, I'm not pressuring you at all. I understand not wanting to give up fish. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, especially when you spend time actually looking for and collecting fish. That can be a hard thing to part with, but he'll get there.
Are the quail food for Chelsea's reptiles? No. The eggs are.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do
that.
But
I actually sold about 2 dozen quail out of my colony, and then I decided to hatch out a couple eggs just to get the numbers back up a little bit.
Those little turds are right back there making all that damn noise. So cute, though. Dumbest animals alive. So cute.
Thomas says the genre names are Corydoras, Aspidoras, Scleromastics, Gastrodermis, Gastrodermis, Brochus, Hoplosoma, and
Urkamayu.
I haven't heard that one yet.
That's
But here's the
fun.
thing. They're all still Corydoras, so they're all still Corys.
Why do I picture Steve Urkel when I read that last one? I like that.
It's ergonomically correct. Why was that deleted?
What
was
was?
deleted?
Someone hid the message. What happened? Who's saying what?
Christopher says, my pepper Corys and skunk Corys are so much more entertaining than my rare varieties that hide all the time. See, my super rare ones don't hide. None of them
Yeah,
hide.
they're right out front.
None of them hide,
The
actually.
what's it called?
I
love
was
that.
glad to get rid of the orange lasers, though. I was happy to give them to Cory, and he has spawned them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Thank God those things did something. It makes me happy. Fat fingered it instead. Because it says snatched. That's a funny.
Snatch is a funny
Snatch
word.
is the funniest. Twat's better. I love that
Hey,
word.
easy.
Oh,
now.
for Pete's sake, you twat. That's what they say in the UK. Call
We're not
everybody
in the
twats.
UK.
Well, maybe I am mentally.
The UK ain't paying my bills.
Well, they would if you lived there. On backgrounds, we all know and see how bad blue is, and black is like the staple one. What other colors do you think would make for good backgrounds for fish? Fish specific even.
Nothing.
None.
Maybe white.
I will say
But
if
white
you have
will
a
wash
background
a lot out.
like we have, that's like the
yeah, 3D backgrounds.
yeah,
rock
3D backgrounds, rock backgrounds. I think those would be great. But other than that, if you're doing just a flat color, black is or such dark gray that it's almost black, so that the fish still stand out. Charcoal, if you will. Bet it was Sex Lineata, totally. The mod has a dirty mind. Watch out. In New Zealand and
Ooh.
Australia, yeah, I know, right? See, Joel, I'm moving there. Although you don't
No
have snakes.
snakes.
Never mind.
I just got the new Aquarium co-op snail trap. Just set it up. I wouldn't mind trying that one of these days.
Nice. We would never be able to trap the amount of snails we
Steve,
have.
how's your moving experience? We haven't moved yet. I'm asking because I'm moving to California from Singapore.
Oh my God.
I'm not taking my belongings,
Oh.
starting fresh.
It's a lot.
We have not moved to California yet.
Maybe
we
we'll be
are-
there by the time you're there.
We are house hunting, but
We
it
are.
is hard to find someone that wants to rent to someone with a couple big dogs.
Yeah, it's really hard. That's been the hardest part so far, is the dogs. Most places won't take any large dogs at all, and if they do, it's one. That will not work for us.
I did the black window film with black foil designs in it.
New Zealand sucks for fish diversity. That's unfortunate. Australia, it sucks we can't get any of the reptiles out of Australia anymore because they have, like, my favorite reptiles.
Harley says, finally home to catch a live stream. Been watching the replays,
Nice.
though.
Thank you, Harley.
We appreciate that. It's about 50-50. 50% of people are live, 50% watch the replays.
What did you do?
I will say, I am glad. Let me go back and look. So the live stream that we actually put effort in, imagine that, has significantly more views than any other live. Well, not about double.
That's significant.
So our Fishes of the Congo, our talk that we gave, has been our best live stream since.
Let's be honest.
How far back
it's
do I have to go?
It's because they were West African fish that we were talking about.
Since January, but this is just
Random.
that's an anomaly.
Yeah, that's weird. Surprise fry. Surprise!
This one's clickbaited, so it got more. But yeah, so the most views in about 6 months, and still getting views, which is nice.
Not the fish. I thought that would be... Here's the deal with the fish. They don't need to know about the fish. I wouldn't put them in the house. We're not putting fish in the house. So it's not going to, like... That's why we need, like, a garage or an outbuilding or something also. So, that would not be something I would disclose, honestly. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing because I don't think we would put the tanks anywhere that could damage anything. So...
2 weeks ago, Barbara.
Plus you have renter's insurance for, reasons like
Plus,
that.
her dad's a custom home builder. If we break something,
My
we
dad
just fix
can
it.
fix anything is helpful. Yeah. We'd much rather buy a house, but, you know.
I moved myself, like 5 years ago? No, 4 years ago. But I moved like 5 feet, so. Not that.
I moved pretty far a couple years ago. I left 99% of everything I owned, and so I get the whole
Don't forget to hit the like button.
leaving everything, but I brought animals, and that's a big deal. So, don't be sorry. We talk about it a lot, so you could easily be confused. No worries. That makes it a lot harder. My really good friend is a real estate agent, and she said she would help us like figure that out because she's had some clients do really non-traditional financing. But it's also, I think, for me at least, even though I'm from the area, I don't know exactly, like we have an idea of where we want to be, but I don't know. It could change. Who knows? It's also one of the reasons we want to move is to be close to people, and so proximity matters.
Christopher says, I bought 6 beta rubra last night from Jason at 5-star betas and never had rubra before. Kind of exciting.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those. I know fish in the house. I love watch. Oh no, I wouldn't do it in a rental because I've done it before and I've flooded my old. I lived in the same house for like 9 years, and luckily they didn't care. They knew about my fish, they knew about my reptiles, and they were very non-traditional landlords that didn't give a shit. But to be honest, like most landlords would lose their mind.
I would just like to say, Zen says, you put effort in. Is that code for you let Chelsea do everything? I think not. I did make all the presentation and the slides knowing that Chelsea knew everything and would be doing most of the talking. So
he did all the slides, though. I did not do any of that.
And Barbara, that was 2 weeks ago, not last week's. Last week's was very last minute, just like this week's.
Impromptu. But I love to have fish in the house. I would prefer them to be there. So
every time I see fish capades, I think it's Dan's fish from the logo.
Yeah, that does
kind of look like it.
Yeah, it does.
When it's really small like that.
However, when we buy a house, I would like to have display tanks in the house. I still wouldn't have all of our fish. Like, we have to have a dedicated space for the fish and reptiles. But having a nice display tank in your house, I think, is a lot of people who keep fish at least have that. So,
is your and Corey's mate Joel? You mean Corey's mate Joel still making content? I forgot his channel. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Have you had any experience with Crobia?
I sure wish I did.
Aopoc or Parachromis loisel Panama? I love Crobia, but
I
have not kept them in either.
In the last like 3 years, I've seen them available once at Dan's Fish and nowhere else.
Very hard to find.
I do know one of our subscribers breeds them. I don't know. I can't remember who it is though.
But reach out to us, please, if you have any fry, because I would buy them. Those, and I would love my Boujerkina again, and I have not seen them for about 1.5 years available, and I'm mad I didn't buy them the last time they were available. I could kick myself.
The Boujerkina.
Boujerkina Vatata. I also really want to keep Boujerkina Onolamus. If anybody ever hears of those being available anywhere, let me know.
And Joel says, no, I don't make content now. I had to return to my accounting career. That's funny.
That's very funny. She's so mad at me. I like the impromptu chatting. Good. It's fun.
I like the hangouts. I realize like these live streams would do a lot better if we did have topics, obviously. I mean, I got that live stream got about twice as many. It'll end up with about twice as many views by the time it's done being watched. But this is more enjoyable for me. This is just like hanging out with our friends.
It's nice.
Talking fish, movies, food,
no
whatever.
Pressure, no whatever.
And the member stream is even better. So it's even more.
So join.
Because there's only... Like we passed 100 people, so there's about a quarter of that in the member stream. So it really is like
intimate.
Hanging out with your best friends. Yeah. And
oh, Barbara, I'm so sorry. I've had kidney stones one time, and obviously at first I didn't know what was happening to me, and I thought, like we all know, most of us know I've been in a very serious accident. I broke my pelvis. That hurt less than kidney stones. I thought I was dying. I have had a child. I thought I was dying when I had kidney stones. I was like, this is it for me. This is the end. My dad had them and said the same thing. When I told him that I had them, he was like, oh my God, Chelsea, I'm so sorry. He like literally thought I was going to cry. He felt so bad. That's horrible. That's a horrible, horrible pain to be in. I hope they figure that out for you. Hope you feel better. Yeah, the member stream's where it's at.
If this becomes a well-planned channel, I'll have to leave.
I don't think you need to worry about that, my friend. Best Corydoras for beginners, stir by.
So they're all for beginners. I can't think of a Cory that's hard to keep.
That's true. Lasers because they're annoying.
There's obviously, I think people see price and think that they're harder to keep. It just means they're more rare is all, but not harder to keep.
I'd still say stir by.
But stir by are bulletproof. Paleotis are bulletproof.
Aeneas, a lot of them.
Aeneas, like bronze.
The bronze are really. I like the bronze a lot.
Bronze are one of my favorite.
They're so pretty.
And we have about 30 fry currently.
They're very colorful Corydora. You know, they don't. Not a lot of Corydoras have color, and they have really nice color. There's a guy in NorCal that wants couples to move onto his 300 acres to homestead. It's crazy. He buys all the properties around him, and how I can imagine he's sane.
You know who that reminds me of? Vince from that HBO show.
Entourage.
Yeah, what's his real name?
Adrian Grenier.
Adrian. So he's like left Hollywood and now I think moved to Texas on some compound where they all like farm.
That's
and
right.
It's very interesting to watch.
It's
He's
a
very,
commune.
very down to earth dude.
I think they consider that a co-op. That's like what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
not a
It's a
not
cooperative.
It's more of a co-op.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. I keep doing that. What did I just see?
Kidney stones reminds me of the Green Mile. Reminds me of Friends.
Kidney stones. What else could it be? Kidney stones.
If you are in Kingsport, Tennessee, I have some longfin Corys I would like to partner with. That is the one Cory I will never get
No,
is a
thank
longfin Cory.
I don't like longfin fish though in general. So no albinos, no longfins, no. That's personal preference. No problem if that's your deal. Sounds scary.
Well, that sounds kind of weird to me.
It is a little bit odd.
Oh, there's a guy that wants couples to move in.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And if you don't get that joke, I was just talking about that to him the other day. Like, you ever heard this adage before? I was on fentanyl pain patches when I had kidney stones and it still hurt. Yep. I've never been in worse pain in my life. I've broken my pelvis. I've had a baby now. I've done all these. I had a chest tube. I had a nurse She told me that my chest tube would be the most painful thing. She's a freaking liar. It was the kidney stones. They were awful. Mine had already passed by the time they figured out what was going on. And I was like, no wonder. I mean, I was doubled over, unable to stand.
What's a Kat Von D?
She's a tattoo artist who was on some show. LA Ink. Remember that show? It was a reality show.
Why would I ever watch that?
I know. I didn't think you would. I'm just saying that's
okay.
She also has a makeup line. So
of course.
Yeah. But don't
When's your makeup line drop?
Ugh. I wear makeup one day a week, and it's this day, just so I look presentable.
Me too.
Yeah, we get ready. Other than that, I could care less.
Gotta hide the bags under my eyes.
She also became like uber Christian, from what I have heard, which is fine. I'm just like she changed a lot of the way she lived life, from what I understand.
I read a paper about roller coasters curing kidney stones.
That's interesting.
That's weird.
But the pressure, like pushing them down or out, or.
Lumi says, I'm 15 minutes away from Kingsport, Tennessee. I also have a ton of Black Paradise Garamis that need homes.
Those are great.
You need like an LFS to sell your stuff
really,
to.
Though. Yeah, gallbladder. My grandma had that, and she said it was horrible. Much worse than open heart surgery. Funny how the kidneys, man, and all that general area. It's real painful. Sorry, dude. Never. I wouldn't even wish that on anybody. It's horrible. I got a peaceful day-ish. I got to do very little, which I think that's almost. She can't do anything either. She's 3 months old.
What do you think she's like putting up arts and crafts out there?
She didn't do
like
anything.
Making her first card for Mother's Day.
She pooped. I don't
2
know.
days old.
Like
Did
yeah,
she?
no.
I don't think
I'm
so.
just saying, like I don't. That's what
you
she
got
would
a
do.
poop-free day.
Yeah. I'm getting a CT scan tomorrow. First one was horrible, but there's still something more going on. Fever. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel better. That's awful. That's awful. My old boss's mother-in-law had to, like, live with them. It was terrible.
Didn't Tom Hanks have kidney stones in The Green Mile?
That.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
It's been probably 20 years.
I don't watch that pedo anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, he's
a weirdo.
I can't do Tom Hanks anymore. Can't do it.
Which is a shame.
It is. He's made a lot of great movies that I've loved over the years, but it's too weird now.
We have a PetSmart, but the closest mom and pop shop is an hour and a half
bummer
away.
wave,
Oof.
man.
That's like going to the co-op.
She runs the channel. Well, she runs everything. Literally everything is revolving around her. Kids. I think that's the way it goes while they're still pupas like that. More water. Yeah, I could argue that that might have contributed to my stones.
Especially if it's hard water.
Calcium. Yeah, nothing's... I can handle a CT scan, but don't you dare. I've had to have so many MRIs. I freak out.
See, I like MRIs.
This is why we're married, I guess. He's like, I fall asleep, and I'm sitting there.
Yeah, like, why don't you just fall asleep? I don't understand.
I have the button in my hand, and I'm like shaking the whole time, just going, don't push it, don't push it, don't push it. You have to start all over again if you push it. Because I am like Marge when she's on a plane in The Simpsons. Like, ooh, beef. Beef. What is happening? What was that?
They're mating.
No. That was a dick move. I don't like that.
It looked like they were making out.
No, that was not a make out. That was he's being rude to her.
The CT scan to diagnose my first kidney stones led them to discovering an aneurysm in my coronary artery, which led to the open heart surgery, which was better than if it had been burst.
Yeah, that you could have easily perished there. That's very lucky. Yeah, that did save your life.
That's kind of like when Michael hit Meredith with his car and they found out she had rabies and saved her life.
That's not how that went at all.
It kind of is.
That is absolutely not how that went in any way. But I'm glad you're okay. That is wild. An aneurysm in any, like, that's terrifying. Fact check things, people. There are many websites, but I digress. Wait, what? What are we fact checking? What are we fact checking? Oh, are we talking?
Mating is often a dick move.
Shut up, Nancy.
Literally.
All right, fine. You got me there. That was rude, though. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to check on that behavior. That's gonna piss me off.
Miami Inc., LA Inc.
Yeah. I didn't really care.
That sounds like nothing I'd be interested in watching.
It's not good at all. It's not good. But she's raking in the dough, that's for sure. What a jerk, man. I am bothered by that. That was not mating behavior, sir. Like, it's not very nice. No wonder she bumped him off the rock that one time.
Still love these Kybers, Tetra.
Oh, the Kybers... I have dreamed of Kybers for many years. I just have never had the right tank for them. And I will one day. Hey, Xanadu.
Planning to see how 3 Black Paradise females will do in my 75 community
They'll
tank
be fine.
for baby population
baby
control.
Baby population of what? Because paradise fish are not... Their mouths are very small. So I don't know what kind of babies, but... He's nice to me. Nice enough. Like,
I'm precisely as nice as I need to be.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. To keep me holding on.
Keep me
I knew that was coming.
Set you free right on you, babe.
That's a good jam right there.
Is she a one-hit wonder?
I
don't even know who that is.
Set me free, why don't you, babe?
Ooh.
Get out my way, why don't
Who is that?
'Cause you don't
You just keep me hand. Can you stop what treat you with UTI, bladder infection?
Kim. Oh no,
boy.
Kim Wilde.
Oh yeah,
It's Kim.
Kim Wilde.
That's right. She wasn't a one-hit wonder. She was like a 5-hit wonder.
Really?
She had
What else?
a handful of. She had she did Kids in America.
Oh,
I loved that.
I didn't even
song.
know that was her.
Yeah. Looking out a dirty
What top
old
dwelling fish would
window.
you recommend for a 36-gallon bow front? I would have to go with pygmy hatchet fish.
Top dwelling for a 36-gallon. That's a really good one. I don't know if this is really top. There's not a lot of top dwelling, but like mid to top, you could do Equus. Nanostomus equus would be cool in a 36-gallon, I think. Like a nice big group of them. Depending on what you're putting in there with them, I should ask that. What else is going in there? And not everybody loves my Nanostomus equus, but I think they're amazing. And I had like a crew of like 25 of them. And it was very cool.
Are hatchetfish energetic, or do they just hover there? There's a lot of hovering, but they will also school.
Yeah.
And they're really fun to feed.
I don't...
like floating food to.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we can talk about what Tom Hanks has done, but go look it up.
Yeah, we'll get deleted.
Go look it
Get
up.
demonetized.
You can find out very easily what he's involved in. Him and his wife.
And his son.
But oh yeah, they're not his oldest son, his other son, the weird one.
I'm on the second round of antibiotics. No bacteria showed up on the test. They've cultured it. Nada.
Interesting.
Ooh, we gotta put the lungfish up here. Whoop. Oh, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
Tried to watch that today. Grooming Kelly LeBrock. What?
Now who's that?
Kelly LeBrock. Here, I'll show you. You'll recognize her.
What has she been in?
Hold on. This is gonna be a moment like weird science.
Oh, is she who they made in the movie?
She was a 80s heartthrob, 80s and 90s. Wait, hey,
well, that's neat. What kind of dog does she have? Buddy.
My dog. I had a Queensland healer named Buddy.
Everyone has a dog named Buddy at some point.
Yep, that's true.
African butterfly fish?
Too small of a tank.
Think
Need
it's
a
too
40 breeder at least. Bigger than that, preferably.
36, 40 breeder? What's
You
the
can
difference?
have one in there, but I like having more than one. But you could do one African butterfly fish, but you would need a lid. Tight fitting lid. I was so close to ordering a group of Nanostomus. Maryland. Those are nice. But I ordered a pair of Pistogramma hoynii instead.
Those are very pretty.
That is not a bad decision. Either way would have been good. So good for you. You could, and you know what you could do? You could get the Merliniae to go with the Apistogramma hoynii because they are the natural dither from the Apistogramma. So if you ever want to add to that situation, you can. Does anyone live in Southern California since we're moving next year? And my cousins all live in Southern California. Not that they're here, but my cousins live. One of them lives in Orange County, and his house is very cool.
A rescue mutt, 28 pounds. Do you charge by the pound or by the hair? Like,
is it
40,
time?
A 40-pound husky versus like a 40-pound short-hair dog.
God, I'd like to see a 40-pound husky.
It's like a female's.
Yeah, some of them. Ours was big. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. That's right. That's
What's
funny.
Pantene?
It's shampoo.
Oh. I know nothing, apparently.
You do too. It's okay if you don't know what Pantene is. I think that's all right.
I'd be the last person to know about shampoo.
We'll give you that.
What
like,
do I need shampoo for?
Well, I'm surprised. I don't use that type of hair care. Kim Wilde. Yep, that's her.
That's wild.
Wildy. My female is about 55. That sounds right. All the doodles should cost more. Every single time I see people at veterinary offices being asked what's your least favorite dog breed, every single one says French Bulldogs and any type of doodle. Any type of doodle. Doesn't even matter.
Rack Budget Bonsai has a good idea. Half beaks. I always forget about half beaks.
Very sensitive, though.
Mm-hmm.
But very cool fish. Metallic half beaks I really like those.
Why would I know about Pantene? I haven't even had hair since the 80s. What do I know?
Shut up. Oh my God.
I don't use it on my beard.
Put some Pantene all up on that. Yeah, it is terrible for your hair. That's why I don't know about it because I don't use it. My shampoo does not come from there. From the Pantene place.
My hair doesn't get any vitamins.
How does your hair get its Pantene Pro V? Hello. Would I be asking for trouble if I wanted to put an angel in my 40-gallon with 2 EBA, 7 longfin Serpe Tetra, 4 glow light Danios, 2 Siamese That's too much, I think.
What was the shampoo from like the 80s and 90s where like you'll feel it working?
Pert? Is it Pert?
No, it was the anti-dandruff shampoo.
Oh, shit.
Hey, easy.
Selsun Blue.
No.
Yeah, that's what
No.
that
That
is.
might.
Neutrogena?
No. Come on, somebody got to know what's the
I'm literally
anti.
naming all of the. That's Selsun Blue.
No,
is the
it's
anti.
not. I'm sure it is in addition to.
It is in addition to, fine.
But it's not the one that with the commercial.
Don't be scared. Southern California is
shoulders.
nice. Oh, okay.
You can feel it working.
Yeah. Southern California, depending on where you are, I don't know where you're moving, but there's nothing. It's just busy. The freeways are shitty.
Okay, so Mr. B's CBDs, Orange Hatchet Danios are always at the top, and they are amazing
Wow,
fish.
good one. Good call,
And
sir.
they're like a $5 fish. They're
Yeah.
not like a hatchet fish, folks. They are like a Danio.
They look like little rasbora to me, but
And they are orange,
They
and
are
they
so pretty.
school very well.
yeah.
They are jumpers, though.
Yes, they are.
School really well, not very well.
I got all the equipment and taught myself as we were on a tight budget then, but I wouldn't do it for any less than that. Totally worth it. What are we talking about? Why did I already forget?
Oh, it is a remake.
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
That's exciting. You get a whole fresh canvas, huh? That's always cool. That's what we're going to have eventually, too. You just start from scratch.
And our aquariums cheaper here? I always say or hear people talking about how the aquariums are way cheaper here.
Oh, yeah. I'd be curious to know that.
I feel like you got better fish there, though. Or better
Lots.
fish
Access.
accessibility.
Yeah, for sure. I bet you're excited. That'd be something to look forward to for sure. I live in a very HCL area, so that might be why. Wait, what's that? What's HCL? Why am I not knowing what that is? I feel like a dummy. They're not.
Orange Hatchet Danio.
They're not like
I'm
that.
telling you, they're not like Danios.
They're like
They're
Rasbora.
not like hatchet fish.
They're like Kubutai Rasbora, the way they move and the size. That's what they remind
They
me
are a
of.
bit faster, but they're nothing like
Barely.
Danios.
Barely, yeah. They don't move like that at all.
And they're so pretty. Like, they're probably one of the only orange fish you can get.
Yeah. Orange, like real orange. Oh my god, the Herbal Essences commercials were so gross. Where they just moaned and stuff.
Oh, weren't they like
In the
ugh.
shower, and they're just like lathering and moaning, and that stuff's shit too, by the way. Don't use that on your hair. My sister always used it, and I was like, that
High
is gonna make your hair
cost of
fall
living.
out. Oh. I'm used to that. That's my whole life, so. That's everywhere I've ever been. Aquariums are cheaper here because other countries don't seem to do as many rim tanks as we do. I've been living in high cost of living for so long, I don't even know what it means. Because it's just the way of life.
Well, if you'd step out of Nordstrom's every once in a
For
while, it wouldn't be so
frick's
expensive.
Sake. God. Oh, okay. Wife's family or military?
High class lady.
Oh, San Diego. Okay, because you're going to be by the base. Okay, you'll like San Diego. You don't need to worry about San Diego. Better than being in LA. I'd rather be in San Diego than Los Angeles. So I have friends that live San Diego. High class lady. That's right. When you can't shampoo, mini poo. There's a thing called no pooing that my cousin told me about where, yes, your hair gets greasy if you just don't wash it, but after like 2 weeks, the sebum it manages itself and stops overproducing, and your hair looks like fine, which is interesting. Peep. Good grief.
They are hungry.
Yeah, I know. I fed them a lot earlier. Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's freaking hungry.
Me too.
Oh, yeah. I'm making scampi.
Shrimp scampi
We're having scampi for dinner. I love scampi.
and garlic bread.
And garlic bread.
My favorite.
I'm nowhere near San Diego. This is true. You're not, Regina.
Go F yourself, San Diego.
Forgot about that.
Another movie I refuse to watch the second one.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you.
Como están, bitches? Well, that's really funny from that.
Mhm.
Who was that commercial directed at? Guys don't buy Herbal Essence shampoo, and most girls wouldn't care about the moaning.
Girls don't moan in the shower? What are you doing in there then if it's not shampoo?
Not having enough fun, apparently.
Gonna get you some herbal
I
essence.
guess I don't know how to shower. That sucks. I remember a shampoo.
Gee.
I never heard of that. That's funny. I remember in high school I used Bumble and Bumble. That was like the hot stuff back then.
I use the hose. To go outside and hose my hair down.
Then he walked 15 miles in the snow and had to get towed by a rope behind a car. The spray dry shampoos are pretty handy. Oh God, the worst. The worst when it's like shampoo, conditioner, and whatever. Like it's all of them combined, so it makes your hair just shit and
everywhere. When I had hair, that's what I used because it seems so much easier.
It's the worst.
You could have all in one.
So how we just.
That's probably how I lost my hair, but from using that stuff.
I have like 18 different shampoos for different things anyways, normally, so. My shower was always like, I had a lot going on there. I used Davines, I used Oribe, I used R&Co. Good stuff.
Knowing y'all are in reptiles, have you had any issues with getting basking or UVB bulbs? Heard the government put some restrictions out that kept the halogen basking bulbs from being made.
No.
Yes, they did.
They did do that, but we haven't had trouble getting them.
But they're still on Amazon.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Nothing below Montecito is nice except San Diego County. Yeah, San Diego, there are a lot of really pretty places left in San Diego. Cream rinse. Cream rinse. So funny. Yeah, we've come far. We've come far in our advances with shampoo. Tijuana post signs, don't drink the water in San Diego. We need a good protein shampoo and then a good clarifying one. Yeah, I have, actually, currently I'm using a shampoo for hard water because the hard water here has destroyed my hair. I've never dealt with more BS. Like, my hair was all, not to, like, toot my own horn, but I always had really good hair. Like, my hair behaved really well until I moved here, and it just got wrecked. This water is awful for plants. It's awful for fish. It's awful for me. It's bad for your skin. Hard water will get you. Bobby's still camping. No time now. Oh, we'll still be camping. Believe me. We're busy right now with her. Yeah, she's still really little, but like she will be camping. I did not get to camp because my mom doesn't care for camping. We would go on like we'd go rent like a house or like whatever, stay in a hotel. My mom was not a big camper, but I love camping. Love it. I like Redken's new shampoo line. People literally want to touch my. Is it the ACV, like the ACV, the acid line or whatever? Because I've tried that and I liked it all right, but I really like Oribe. I really like R&Co. Sorbet. I really like sorbet. I'm an American citizen, but I moved to India due to work. Underwater welder. Ooh, that's cool. After 2 years, the wife moved to be with me and lived in Singapore for 14 years. Wow. You've seen a lot of stuff. Underwater welding is very cool.
I'm sad you're moving because I would like to come visit.
I know, really. That is very cool. Singapore is, that's a place I'd like to go. Underwater welding is so interesting.
Somewhere I have the email from ZooMed about the bulbs that I'm trying to find.
Hey, Kenny. I was just watching Eastbound and Down earlier, so I've got like the name Kenny fresh on the brain. Love Eastbound and Down. I hope there's other people to watch that show. The Fixins. Fixins. I was just starting to look into getting either a leopard gecko or a hognose, but saw that the bulbs were... No, I wouldn't be worried about it, dude. Can I recommend the hognose over a leopard gecko, though? Because I've had hognose, and I love them, and leopard geckos are cool. I'm not hating. I've had leopard geckos, too. I've had a lot of leopard geckos. Get the hognose. You'll be very happy. And hognose don't need a terribly high basking spot, and they're very minimal in their needs. They're a very, very easy snake to keep, in my opinion. I really enjoyed mine. I had both a male and a female.
I can't find it.
Lurking while making dinner. Late.
We have a fish question.
Oh my God.
I got commission for someone who ordered a
dwarf
reptile.
Oh, you got one, Caitlin. Good for you.
I think it would be fine with the puffer.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. We have a spiny eel in with ours, and they're fine.
And the eel might also enjoy snails because ours does. One of ours does.
Our Grashophi really likes snails.
Mm-hmm.
And he's our West African Masticembellus Grashophi, a leopard spiny eel. Very cool.
Jose, I just watched Gemstones for the first time like a month ago, and it is really funny.
Vice Principals, I'm going to make him watch that because he likes Walton Goggins, so we're going to watch that one next.
I do like Walton Goggins.
Eastbound and Down is so So funny.
I can only make it through like 2 seasons.
No,
It's
I love
funny,
it.
but then I get bored of it.
I love it. I'm a big fan. It's very inappropriate. I would love to say many things right now, but I can't say any of them. But I love Ashley Schaefer BMW. That's probably the only role I really like Will Ferrell in, because he's not in it for that long, and he's pretty damn funny. I guess his role on The Office was okay because he was gone pretty quick. Righteous Gemstones, God, that's a good show. The sister, Judy, she is great. Love her. I use Dr. Squat shampoo, and I like it a lot. It's pretty good for your hair. Oh, you use Yucca too, Curtis? We use the Yucca app to check everything, to tell us how horrible it is and how it's going to kill us if we eat it or use it. I love that app. It's very,
Yucca.
very helpful. You're effing out. Yeah.
But anyways, now that Caitlin is here, we have to go.
Sorry, dudes.
It is that time. We got about 10 minutes. So to the new members, come to the member stream. In about 10 minutes, we will be starting. For everyone else, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. And
we do appreciate it.
Go buy fish. Use these discount codes. That helps us a lot too. Saves you some money. Any news coming up this week? We're not getting anything new.
Never. Maybe I'll get my Bolivians here someday soon.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll see.
I emailed Dan. He said they eat ram's horns. Is planning on putting them in a 40, but remember they are carnivores and realized putting them in a snow farm may ruin my population.
They won't depopulate. Like, they're not going to, like, decimate your population, but they'll eat snails. Just supplement their food and they'll be fine. They'll be fine. You should definitely do that,
Alex says, yo, Jody, like your live stream. And
Yay.
Bougie, too.
Later, Grays. Losers. Just kidding. I don't mean that. But
Thank
if
you all
you
for coming
want
out.
to hang out.
Hit the like button on your way out if you haven't. And we will see you again next week.
Yep.
Go buy fish.
Bye.
You got to say it. It's your tagline.
Go buy fish.
I'll say mine. Keep your sleeves dry and your dreams wet.
Now that he has forced us, yes. Thanks, y'all.